Here's something interesting. Microsoft is giving Windows 8.1 away. You know it's having poor sales when Microsoft decides to do something like give it away. This is a brand new operating system. 8.1 is the latest version with some improvements, small improvements on the outset, but improvements nonetheless. And they're giving it away for free. And look what they're doing. They're asking the community. This almost sounds like begging the community to do the following. They're saying, please request Windows 8.1 for your nonprofit. Please. Or if you're already on Windows 8, you can simply upgrade your PCs to Windows 8.1. I am personally liking Windows 8, by the way, just for the record. I'm not liking it that much that I would uninstall Windows 7 and install Windows 8, no. But I am liking it enough to have bought a computer with Windows 8 on it and use it, and I'm looking at it side by side with my Windows 7 computers. Fortunately, the computer that I planned it this way. Absolutely, because I waited for a computer with touch capability, and when I first saw Windows 8 last year or the year before, I noticed its tiling system and I immediately thought this is going to be awesome for a touch computer. And when I first saw Windows 8 being marketed, I sincerely hoped that they would release Windows 8 only on touch enabled computers, be they desktops or laptops. But when Windows 8 finally did come out into the retail sphere, they included it in non-touch computers, which was to me disappointing because I immediately realized that Windows 8 has a wonderful touch interface, but if you do not have a touch screen, it's going to be a pain. Why did Microsoft's executives did not realize that? How did they miss that? You know, they didn't put it onto a computer without a touch screen and think, oh my god, the tile interface with a mouse is terrible. They could have at the least provided an option within Windows 8 saying, asking the user, is this a touch screen computer, at which point the user would say no if it wasn't, and then they would revert to the Windows 7 screen or a screen user interface like Windows 7 that is friendly to a mouse rather than to touch. Forcing non-touch computers to use the Windows 8 user interface, I don't know. I think that was a bad idea, and that's probably the reason Windows 8 failed the way it has. If they had forced manufacturers to release Windows 8 only on touch computers, or provided a user interface choice to the consumer, I think Windows 8 would have done really well. So they had two choices: keep on releasing Windows 7 on non-touch computers and keep Windows 8 strictly for touch computers, or if they're going to release Windows 8 on all new computers, which is probably what they wanted to do anyways, to give the consumer a choice. Is this a touch screen? No. Okay, so you can use a different user interface then. Give the consumer a choice of user interface. That is such a simple part of an operating system. Why did they not do that? That's why it has failed, in my personal opinion. If they had given that choice, or if they had restricted Windows 8 to be released only on touchscreen computers, they would have had a much more successful Windows 8 launch. Many more sales of Windows 8. And that's why I waited for a touchscreen computer to go down to a right price and bought one, and I am totally satisfied with Windows 8. I love it. In a touch interface, Windows 8 shines amazingly. Windows 7 would not do for a touch interface. Absolutely not. Windows 8, yes, absolutely love it on a touch interface. on a touch laptop or a touch desktop? Touch screen. What do you think? Are you enjoying Windows 8 on a touch screen? Are you enjoying Windows, or let me rephrase that second part. Are you hating Windows 8 on a non-touch screen? Or are you just hating Windows 8? Regardless of if it's a touch or a non-touch, some people may just hate it. What do you think? Leave a comment.